Pause. Pause. Double pause. Triple pause. Quadruple pause. Okay. Now we should be good. I think. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, yeah, we're good. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the weekly reaction to Unordinary and Jungle Juice. So, like I said, welcome, Solo, welcome. So, yeah. So, basically, tonight's going to be fire. No pun intended, I just realized. Tonight's going to be fire. No pun intended. Because... it's pretty. Last week is pretty cool. Last week was really cool. So what happened last week is John and Sarah obviously checked on like the cause and everything going on with the fire. So they went to go check it out. There was a fire at a nearby, like an apartment complex. There, and someone specifically said offhand, like it was Valarion and like someone like a trench, like someone masked in a trench coat. And so obviously they were like, oh crap. And so Sarah asked kind of like who they were talking about specifically, and they were like, oh, you're not from around here. He's one of our high rankers. He helps us out like every now and then. So yeah. So Sarah told John to go check out and like help Valarion if he needed it. And Sarah went and rescued people who were in the burning building. She used her. I do want to correct something. I want to correct something because I'm pretty sure last week I said when Seraphina was floating down, we had never seen her do that before. I was wrong. She did that. She aura farmed that, just falling down slowly. During the prison break, when they met back up with everyone in Brannish, she just did that. Like when they were all back together, she like floated down from the rooftop where her and John were to meet up with everyone officially. So yeah, that was my mistake. I was incorrect there. But yeah, so after that, John obviously went and checked up on Valarion. And Valarion, we saw, had like a I thought he had like full on like sauced up like a hero costume and everything, but no, that was just his ability. He's got like an armor ability, and he was struggling against Ember, and John showed up and like backed him up a little bit, and even Valarion was like, what? And the Ember agent who didn't know, like obviously did not know or recognize John, was kind of like, he just thinks that he's Valarion's brother. He's like, oh, this guy, okay, he's got a brother. I didn't know about that. So yeah, so yeah, John, he was struggling a little bit, but ultimately got the upper hand on the Ember agent, who, like I said last week, I don't think is either Pyre or Lumen, just based on like, you know, context clues that we can pick up and piece together. So other than that, after that, we then got John kind of like battling a little bit. He was struggling a little bit, but was able to kind of like get the upper hand a little bit. He managed to catch the guy and try to deal the final blow. But Ember Agent number dos pulled up, and John was kind of like, I was wondering when you were going to show yourself. And so it's a 2v1 right now. Sarah might pull up and like help John out, because John ain't got nothing right now. John ain't got nothing. He's got one ability. He's got his strength. That's about it. But yeah, I am very excited. I am very excited because I think we're gonna see something really, really crazy this episode. I think we're gonna see something fucking insane. But yeah, so we should be good to go now. Let's see. Okay, not up yet, but that's where we left off. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. All right. Okay, so it's 7 now. Okay, here we go. We're up. So, what the heck? Anyway, here we go. It's live. So let's do this, shall we? Okay. So, John steps back. Ember Agent is just kind of like, and the one that he caught is like, get on his knees. And I'm gonna go with the one that he fought before doesn't have regeneration. Maybe he most likely does, but he probably doesn't. So glowing eyes, blue hair, and John, armor scratched up. He's not looking so hot. Welcome, Miriam. Welcome. Happy to see ya. So John gets up. About time. I was wondering when you were gonna show yourself. Unordinary, episode 377. This is going to be a good episode, guys. I can tell you right now, this is going to be a good episode. This is going to be a great episode. So John just... The fire ring is still going. Valarion. A second one? Damn. I never stood a chance. This guy really came in clutch. Looks kind of familiar. What's he gonna do? Can he take on both of them? Can he take them both on? And John just ... He shifts one foot and runs away. Look at John. So John just runs off. Welcome fashionably. Hey, you're on time. So John just runs off. And the lady is like, and the guy's like, huh? And Valarion just, guess not. After him! And so they run off. And so they are gaining on John a little bit. The lady just kind of like, and John just ... Sneaks up or gets to him and slashes it. And the guy runs behind him and John just sees him coming. And John blocks that one too. Huh. And they both just slash at John. Oh my gosh. He may have higher defenses than Valarion, but his movements are just as slow. We'll just have to continue to chip away at him. Even if he doesn't die from our onslaught, the heat will surely suffocate him. And they both just run around John in a fire. Oh, fuck. It's so hot. So John opens up his armor. Why is he shirtless? He had clothes on. So he opens up part of the armor, but it shows he had clothes. Did John like strip before this? What? It didn't. The ability doesn't turn clothes into armor, does it? There. An opening. That John's not that dumb. You think whoever you are, you're not Pyre. You better not be Pyre. I mean, like, that'd be... We'll go back and check after our first reread, but like, if the armor destroys, like, if the battlesuit like destroys your clothes, God damn it. I mean, like, okay, Keyshawn, welcome, Keyshawn, welcome. That's fair, but, like, it's kind of weird because you would think, okay. This is different from Kree's, what was it called? This is different from Kree's ability because Kree's ability turned his skin into like iron and everything. Like his ability specifically changed like his skin and his body physically. His clothes were still still there. Like his clothes were still like covering his body. But this seemed to be like an aura suit of armor that wrapped around John. So like maybe they did get burnt. Like maybe I guess like, you know, like it protects the body but like not the clothes. So like I guess that'd be really weird. but yeah, like this lady, she really thinks that like John invented the fake outs. This is John V. Royals 101, random Ember lady. You played right into his trap card. I'm gonna scroll down and John's gonna get immediately got an opening. So she runs to John. John still has his shoes. He still it looks like his shoes. Anyway, so this is the end, boy. And John just ... So she slashes. John jumps up. What? And kicks her into the ground and she coughs up blood. Ah! Cinder! It's not Pyre and Lumens. What did I fucking say? What did I say, boys? What did the boy say? Oh my god. Of course her name would be Cinder. That's a pretty good... Okay. What's her real... Cindy? Maybe Sydney is her real name. And John, so she gets her, and John grabs her arm and just breaks it. You fucking brat! I'll kill you! And grabs it. ... 15 years. You fuckers had her for 15... John, why would you give away information like that? Why would you give information away like that? John, what are you doing? You're not thinking, buddy. You fuckers had her for 15 years. And this is the pathetic shit you came up with? You destroyed her life. Her entire family. Over a pair of shitty claws you don't even know how to use? And the other guy's just... And he's wailing into her. Cinder, get out of there! And the guy runs over to her. And John sees him coming. I know, Solo. It's just not smart. He's giving them more information than they need. Oh, no. Oh, there's no way this works. There's no way this works. So he grabs Cinder and like basically uses her as her body as a shield as the guy runs to her. He barely misses. This boy's ruthless. Okay, but Keyshawn, these people seemingly don't know that about John. That's what I'm saying. And also, like, if they piece together that this is John, the kid who's wanted, they know, like, where the Bureau will be able to, like, put two and two together and figure out where they're headed. If I don't fight back, this could end badly for me. So she's using her ability. And John jumps back. Whoa, what's your... Oh, her arms are fucked up. Her arms are... So, like... The best way I could describe her ability is, like the Ninetales aura that surrounds Naruto when he gets, like, mad. In like, early Naruto. Oh, wait. Maybe she has a whirlwind. So like a kind of tornado envelops her, and it slices at John. ... John's got more ammo now. And Sarah lands. Oh, she saved a little girl. That should be the last of them. Hey, lady, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? My baby. Please, have some water. So yeah, she summoned a tornado. Bro, okay. This is I am gonna say. Okay. Do I think John will? Wicks? Yes. Yes, he absolutely would. I don't want John to go down that route because I do worry about what John will be like once he finally does draw blood for the first time. By draw blood, I obviously mean take a life. Okay, but this is a repeat ability. I'm going to say that this is a repeat ability. It's obviously a lot stronger than Ventus's Whirlwind, but this is like, Uru, I asked you for solid, good abilities, like some pretty unique abilities, and you've been delivering lately. So thank you very much. I like this a lot. This is like a massive tornado too. Okay, tornado on this scale. What do we think, guys? 7? No. I'm going to say 6.7. 6.7, 6.8. That's what I think. That's what I'm thinking right now. And the wind gets back to everyone at the burning building too, and Sarah's like, ... A blue tornado? Jeez, a fire and a tornado in the same night? How unlucky. Excuse me, ma'am. What is Valarion's ability? He usually wears a crimson armor suit. ... John must have forced out Ember's real powers. So, wait. Seemingly, this tornado is strong enough to send out crazy winds, but not strong enough to, like, shake the buildings or anything like that. Interesting. And is John just tanking it? There's no way John's just... so someone is like standing like right at the tornado and it looks like it's John. Whoa, that's an insane fight. It's so windy. Hope we're safe in here. And a little girl. Look, Valarion is down there too. He's so cool. Valarion, Valarion, I want you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Keyshawn. You're such a genius. You're such a genius right now. Valarion, I want you. I hope Valarion joins the crew. Like, I hope Valarion sticks around for a bit, but like, bro, your ass, bro. Your ass, Valarion. I'm sorry. No way. That assassin had another ability up her sleeve? Does the other one have two? Also have two? And yeah, John is just tanking the tornado. And the fire has ceased. How is that possible? So she lowers the tornado. This is bad. We're drawing too much attention. So, green hair does this. Wait, yeah. We need to eliminate these two vigilantes quickly and get the hell out of here. And John, just like when he uses Zeke's ability, the darkness, the black starts to like spread up his face. Scythe strike. This guy got moves. This is the first time. I'm pretty sure this is the first time in the series we've seen someone call out an attack. Scythe strike. And the dust fades around John. dot dot dot. And the swirl oh my god! The swirl starts and he starts to float. And both of them are just... Wait. I know who that is. And once again, guys, the Dark Tornado has returned. And he rushes to Cinder, who's just standing there. That's not Valarion's relative at all. That's one of Spectre's top assets. John! Unordinary 377. The Dark Knight. I like that, Miriam. I like that a lot. What did I say I was going to check? Oh, that's right. I was going to check last week's episode with, Nah, that aura was straight fire. That was aura. This episode felt a little bit shorter than normal, but no, it felt fine. I don't think this episode was like that much shorter. Welcome, Felipe. Welcome. Okay, so yeah, Valarion. Wait, I just realized. I just realized. Like it just dawned on me that like Valarion's is another instance where his aura takes the shape of his eye color instead of his hair color. Maybe Keyshawn, that's not a bad idea. Okay, so yeah, so John pulls up and like it wraps around his clothes. And like he definitely doesn't take his shirt off. It wraps around his clothes and it doesn't look like it does anything to his clothes. So yeah, like what happened to his clothes? That's what I want to know. But guys. Guys, it took guys, it took 322 episodes. It took 322 episodes. But we finally got the Dark Tornado, the Dark Wind back. The Dark Wind is finally back. The only thing we're missing now? There's only one thing. Oh my god! And he's got high defense right now. Guys. There is only one thing that's missing now. There's only one thing we're missing now. We didn't get a name for the for the guy. Did we solo? That's still just like your guess for what his name is. Ooh, but actually, yeah, that's a good guess though. Like Flint and Cinder. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier, Lego. Also, welcome Lego. Welcome Pat. But yeah. Okay, so Wix, who has more aura? Okay. So like here's the thing about that question. Here's the thing about that question. The amount I would say the amount of aura doesn't necessarily dictate if you're stronger. I would think it most likely means you can use your ability more than a person with less aura. That being said, I do think it's kind of like I do think it's fair to assume that all high tiers, like if you have like elite, if you're elite to high tier to god tier, obviously you probably have a lot of aura yourself. But I do think that John himself has a lot of aura specifically, because like Sarah has even commented on that as well. So I think that John has a lot more aura than Sarah does, even though Sarah is stronger. Also, also, yeah, absolutely, Keyshawn, absolutely. I don't know, Lego. Have we ever has like the community ever delved deep into that? Yeah. So I did not so fashionably. I don't think I said that. I personally don't believe that Jane will escape herself. I do think that she will appear soon though. But I can see it being a possibility that Jane would escape. Okay, so yeah, so I think we've talked about it a little bit on the streams, but like the community especially has been talking a lot about John versus Ember, like if John would fare well against Ember agents, and some people were saying because of last week they were like like Sarah better not come help John in this fight, like Sarah better not come like help John, like John needs a win because he hasn't had one in a long time. Oh, really? Really? What episode? What episode? Yeah, let's go back and take a look at that. Let's go back and take a look at that. Um, but yeah, so yeah, people were saying like, I really hope like Sarah doesn't come to John's rescue because he doesn't need that. And people were also like, can John handle the bureau? Now, granted, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. These Ember agents probably are a bit newer. Well, we'll go with your name for now, Solo. Flint is probably Flint is definitely newer, like definitely newer to the game. Cinder might be a bit more experienced. She might be I'm gonna say that Cinder is probably she's probably been an agent for, let's say, as long as Byron's been an agent, because she doesn't feel like Valerie. She does not feel like Farah. So yeah, so I'm gonna say like Cinder is probably Cinder's probably like you know, about a year or half a year into the role of an Ember agent. So these guys seem to be fairly newer to like the Ember stuff. So yeah, like can John handle Ember agents? By this, yes, absolutely. But could he handle Valerie or Farah? I think that's still yet to be seen. Like, I think these are maybe like the weaker Ember agents. And also, depending on what we see next from these two, we'll either confirm or clarify that all Ember agents are god tiers for now, because Cinder, I definitely think Cinder's a god tier. Like, I'm based on how big her tornado was, I'm gonna say Cinder probably. I'm still gonna stick with like 6 point. I'm gonna stick with like 6.6 to 6.8 range for Cinder. Okay. 183. Look at John. Look at John. He's so fucking mad. John, you were so mean to your friend. You owe her you already apologized, John. It's okay. It's okay. She didn't accept it. She didn't have to. But, you know. That seems fair. That seems fair, Solo. Bro, no, yes. Yes. Make Flint stronger than make him just that much stronger than Bar. Cuz we all know. Like Flint. Okay. You know, no. Byron's still ass. Because Byron's fumbled every single time. Flint, he's newer. He's less experienced in the Ember practices. So, you know, he's not used to all this craziness. So, like, yeah, we could cut him some slack. And also, his first opponent we saw on screen, it was against John. That's not fair. We can't do that to Flint. Come on. Like, we could cut Flint some slack. We could cut Flint some slack. Right, guys? We can cut him some slack. We can cut Flint some slack, right? I don't know, Keyshawn. That one's a bit of a stretch. That one's more of a stretch than than like this Cinder lady being related to Xander. But you know, okay. You know what? Solo? You know what? Cinder is pretty close to Xander in name wise. I ain't gonna lie. You don't get the pin comment yet. I don't get my $100 yet. But it's pretty close. Wait. Did John use Side Strike? That was one thing I wanted to double check with this episode too. Oh, anyway, yeah, we're to have a more powerful version of someone's ability. What? How's that possible? John's ability revolves around aura. When he's around an active ability user, he's able to sample their aura and manipulate it to match it to his own to match it. Hence the mirroring effect. The simpler the ability, the easier it is for him to use. Anything complex or high level will take him longer to learn. You know what? This right here. This right here. This right here. This is why he hasn't used time manipulation yet. He hasn't had time to figure it out. He's going to use it soon, guys. He's definitely going to use it against Orin. He's definitely going to use it against Orin. Because it's complex, it's much higher level and higher level than his own. It's taking him a while to learn. The insane amount of cope. And there are certain abilities, such as my clairvoyance, that he has never successfully copied. So this right there, though, he has never successfully copied. Solo. You think I ain't thought of that already? You think I ain't thought of that already, Solo? You think that's already not in the works? Wait, no. You think that's not already in the works? Solo. When I say I know exactly the kind of character Purge is, I meant that shit. I know exactly who Purge is, dude. Don't even trip, bro. Okay, yeah, exactly, Lego. After some discussion, we concluded that my most recent vision had something to do with his aura channels. Typically, people have no control over their aura channels. Aura flows through us naturally as we activate our abilities, and it's a self-regulated system. But John's ability lets him alter the natural flow of his own aura channels, which allows him to increase the intensity of the abilities he copies. This was no easy concept. Once again, we spent all vacation practicing. And let me tell you, at the beginning wasn't pretty. He looks constipated. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Lego. I'll check that out right now. This part of his ability was extremely taxing, so it took some time to get used to. He worked hard. And when he was able to sufficiently adjust, Adrian let us test it out on him. Ugh. Yeah, no, definitely. I think basically just based on this and this, I think we can just say that the aura channels is just guys. Aura channels. Aura channels. Aura channels. It's just the chakra network from Naruto. Why did I just realize this? Aura channels, chakra network. And with the rousing 71% of votes. Who's better? Flint. Okay, so yeah, I know Uru has talked about like Dragon Ball and like Sailor Moon, that she was a fan of those growing up. I don't know if she's ever explicitly said that she's a fan of Naruto though. But oh my god, Aura Channels is literally just a synonym for chakra networks. Oh my god. Anyway, Solo. Yes, I think you're absolutely right based on this, that the Aura Channels is just like another nervous system. So, okay. All right. Lego 310. 310. Okay. Here we go. Jordan. So John hasn't won yet. We're gonna do a second reread in a bit. We're gonna do a reread in a bit. John has not won yet, but like let's be real, it's John. He's fine. Sarah has a 1 on her shirt. Where are your manners? Barge into my place and not. He didn't barge into his place. He didn't barge into your place, Doc. He literally was forced to come here. No shoes in the house. Well, unlike most people, I can increase the aura flow through my channels. That's how I make the abilities I copy stronger. But it's really taxing because I used to have twice as much aura to maintain them. Ah, interesting. So you were right, Lego. So back when I was training intensively, I focused on expanding my aura supply and storing aura whenever I can. Yeah, I know Lego. I've seen it. He copied one of their abilities, one of their actual abilities. Yes. To be determined on the others. All high tiers have an enormous aura supply that we've built up over our lifetime. It's part of the mastery process, so that we can use our abilities effectively without exhausting ourselves. So that's why only high tiers are able to use the converter successfully. John's aura manipulation is one of the most complex abilities I've ever seen. To be able to juggle so many abilities so flawlessly, he must have precise control over his aura channels, and a supply far beyond most high tiers. Beyond most high tiers. Wait a minute. Yeah, probably Lego. Probably. But also, wait a minute. Why is Sarah the one closest to the audience, but shining the least? Guys, am I crazy?
Like, am I crazy? Felipe, no, I don't think so. Because he's not an elite tier right now. He doesn't have to worry about that. Yeah, I think so. I think so, Lego. Okay, but also, yeah. Why is Sarah shining the least, yet she's the closest? Does Sarah actually not have a lot of aura? Because, like, okay, this could literally just be a diagram, like diagram art for the sake of elaboration, and not like, full canon like confirmation of like people's like aura storage. But I think it's really interesting that like Sarah does have the least despite being the strongest. Remy is shining a little bit less than Sarah. Arlo clearly, like, there's a lot of aura on Arlo right now. And then, of course, if we scroll down a little bit more, like, obviously, John has way more aura than all of them. We're gonna have to wait and see on that, Solo, because maybe in her fight against Sarah, Valerie didn't have her. Maybe in her fight against Sarah, Valerie didn't have. Actually, yeah, no. I definitely think so too. I definitely think so too. Lego, but I just think it's real. I think it's because like I was saying, like that started this whole discussion. I definitely think that John does have a lot more, or does have more aura than Sarah. But looking at this picture, like looking at this art in the episode, it made me think like, wait, like, because I thought in terms of like aura storage, aura amounts, I thought it would have been like John, Sarah, and Blake. That's what I would have thought. Now I'm thinking it's probably John, Blake, and Arlo. Blake might be behind Arlo, honestly. But yeah, okay, so Solo. So yeah, obviously, Valerie's definitely not as reckless as Farah, so she definitely wasn't gonna be all like, I'm Ember and I'll kill you so you can't tell anyone. But like, and like Valerie is obviously shown to be able to use her defensive ability for offensive purposes, so she doesn't have to worry so much about lack of power. But Farah does not have a very combat-oriented ability. She does have a very effective ability, but not too much in terms of power and in terms of like fighting capabilities. So it's definitely like thinking like she went to Wellston and she had the whole Ember kit. She had the claws. She had regeneration. She had the speed. She had the lightning. She had the lightning. She had the whole kit. So I definitely think we have to wait and see specifically for like what, like if it is a continuous thing that they have to get treatment for, or if it is something that is just like once it's there, boom, it's done. I used to think like based on Far and Tarek too. Tarek had regeneration, and that was before he was an Ember agent. So maybe the converter process, it is just a one and done thing. I feel like that'd be kind of dumb, honestly, if it's just a one and done. Okay. So I say that because the amplifiers. The amplifiers, you need more. Yeah, because with the amplifiers, you have to constantly use it. Now, I say that because I was discussing earlier again on Reddit where we were talking about if like why the bureau themselves isn't using the amplifier specifically. And my thought process is that the authorities are going to use the amplifiers themselves at some point, but right now they are working all the kinks out and making sure that's like and making sure that like they only have to take it once to get and not have to rely on multiple doses. But talking about all this now, it could be that they're not gonna take it because they don't need it, but they use it because that's how they have a means to control mid-tiers, because they can get them to supply them with funds while also maintaining control in lower tier districts. That's a good thought. That's a great thought, Lego. That's a great thought. So, Pat, that opens up that like possibly, but that also opens up an entire can of worms. Okay. So that thought process right there, Pat, opens up an entire can of worms that like was the part of like community discourse about like John healing and about like what healing does specifically, what recovery does specifically in the series. Because let's go back here. Solo, wardens and guards don't live at prisons. They don't. They spend a lot of time there, and at times they will stay at the prisons for extended periods of times, but like they're allowed to leave still. They're not there 24/7. I know, because I've had friends whose parents worked in prisons. They don't live at the prison. I don't think maybe it wasn't this one. Okay. Okay, so going back to what you said though, Pat, with recovering aura. In addition to the vigilante trio, we were given a fourth target, John. I was told the boys aura manipulate. I was told that this boy's aura manipulation ability is very similar to the conversion tech that Ember has been utilizing. What? I just noticed, why is it layered like this? That's so weird. Every officer sent on this assignment was to have common non-complex abilities, so that John isn't provided with material worth copying. By the sound of things, John seems to have gotten a hold of the trio's abilities. He'll be difficult to deal with, but as long as he can't recover in time, his aura will run out and he will fall. So like, okay, so we have lines like this where Farah does specifically say, so long as he can't recover in time, his aura will run out. So I get, okay. Healing can be completely different from recovery. Those two are not complete synonyms. Did we get times? We got times, right? Do we get times for the prison break? Two a.m. and 4 a.m. This prison break was 2 hours? 2 hours in the... Wait. Where do we get the times? Well, yeah, because Blake also has, like, a recovery passive.
Aura usage detected. Aura usage detected. Alert. Alert.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Wait. Doesn't say for. Where does it say for? Okay, where's... Because there was, like, news people repeating this at some point, too. I'm ass, bro. Not here. They kidnap Elaine. Okay, let's check Dylan's news article. They didn't say anything. Okay, but yeah, we'll say 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. 2 hours, and no one from the bureau showed up for backup. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay, but still, I thought this breakout was a lot. Okay. So yeah, maybe Tark was like staying over this night. But yeah, wardens and guards don't live at the prison in real life. In America, in the part of America that I grew up at. John, where are you? Bro, he says it like he knows damn well John ain't there. Like, bro, who are you yelling at? You know he's not here, bro. But yeah. Okay. I love when like media does stuff like this. This isn't a picture of Blake that anyone's ever taken. This is not a picture that was taken of Blake. It's not. It's a panel that was drawn. Where is it? right? No one was taking this picture. No one was this. I think it's really funny when media does like shows or like cartoons, books, manga. Like I love it when they do stuff like this because this is not a picture this is not a mugshot. This is not a mugshot, and it's also like not a picture of like from Wellston or anything, because obviously Wellston would have pictures of like, you know, their students and everything. It's not that. It's literally just a panel, and we're supposed to suspend our granted, maybe it could be video footage from the prison for some reason. But yeah, like I always think stuff like that is so funny. It's so funny. Like no one took this picture. Who took this picture? Keon, you take this picture? Damn, Blake. I'm sorry, big dog. I'm sorry you were in jail, Blake. Your friends didn't want to abandon you. That's what I'm saying, Solo. Terrific. Anyway. All right. Okay. So, reread time, guys. I think it's reread time. Ventus and Alakazam. That's crazy, Colton. So here we go with the reread. So, John slides back. The woman stands. And John, about time. I was wondering when you were going to show yourself. Unordinary 377. A second one. Damn it. I never stood a chance. This guy really came in clutch. He looks kind of familiar. What's he gonna do? Can he take them both on? And John just ... And who said it? Who said that? Who was it? Who dared say that? Felipe? Was John holding back? It would seem so. It would seem so, big dog. John was holding back. He was like, I'll let them think they have a chance against me. I can sense that both of you are in the 6s. I'm 7.6. I'm a whole level ahead of y'all. Get out of here. John just ... Phew! Runs away. Guess not. After him. And John just ... swipes at him as he blocks. Other guy flanks to his right. John blocks. He may have higher defenses than Valarion, but his movements are just as slow. We'll just continue to chip away at him. Even if he doesn't die from our onslaught, the heat will surely suffocate him. Oh, fuck. It's so hot. Opens his back. For some reason, his clothes are gone. There. An opening. The lady sneaks up behind him. This is the end, boy. She goes for a swipe. This is weird. this is another weird one. So, okay. Okay, but Solo, that's what I'm saying. Where did it go? Where did his shirt go? From what we saw in the art in the last episode, it like the armor was like going over his clothes. I'm just confused as all, like, what happened to it? It's like last week with Sarah's exclamation point on her shirt like disappearing. Where did it go? Is that the style? Does she have a shirt that just like Colton, that's what I'm saying. He did not take off his shirt. Okay, but this is another weird one. So, the lady. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So the lady is facing John, and she's like, her arm is like this. So her right arm is like this. So it looks like she's going for like a back shot at John to like maybe swipe at him like this. But instead, what she does... Okay, let me try and make sense of this. So, that looks so weird. So, yeah, so she's basically like this. And then the next shot, she's like, That's weird. That's a weird pose. Why did she do that? That's weird. I should not have gotten into art, guys. I'm starting to notice things. And I want to stop noticing things. What? He dodged my completely unorthodox and unrealistic attack. If someone knows like how that pose would work, let me know. Anyway, he jumps over her, dodges, stomps her into the ground. She's like, ah! And green hair, Cinder! And John grabs one of her arms, breaks it. Okay. I'm gonna draw this for you guys. I'm gonna draw this for y'all. Where? Okay, here we go. So, John fucking demolishes her arm. She ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3. That pen is dead. Don't worry, I got the Crayola. Okay, so he snaps her arm. Ah! I'll kill you! You fucking brat! The humerus. That's an actual bone. I've heard that before. Yeah. Anyway, she tries to swipe. He grabs her arm when she tries to claw him, and he's just like, you gave me the other arm? 15 years. You fuckers had her for 15 years. And this is the pathetic shit you came up with? You destroyed her life over a pair of shitty claws you don't even know how to use. I mean, it is animated now, Wix. So, beats in her. Ugh! Cinder, get out of there! And he's just wailing on her. And the other guy comes up. And he, like, uses her as a human shield. And he dodges out. This boy's ruthless. If I don't fight back, this could end badly for me. Okay. So it looks like he just broke the one arm. Okay. So like here's how your arm is normally, right? Right? This is how your arm is normally. Her arm's like this. Her arm is like this. So yeah, her... This is so ass. So like... This is how her arm looks right now. Like it's like folded in a way it should not be. The second arm, it doesn't look like he broke the second arm. I thought he did, but he didn't. So he activates it. She activates an ability. It's a giant tornado. Cyclone is a good that's a good name for the ability though. Solo. And John just stands there. He aura farms. He's literally just like, what's up? This tornado sucks. John is like, this is the tornado I made copying a 3.8 ability level, 3.6 ability level. Like, what are you doing? Like, what, you think you're cool, bro? You're not cool. John just ... And so back at the burning building, Sarah's got her exclamation point back, and she saved a little girl. She said, Sarah. I just realized. This is literally who John just saved. Sarah just saved Angelica Pickles. That's great. The little girl kind of like, she's got like a purple shirt and like the pigtails. Sarah literally just saved Angelica Pickles. Damn, Colton. That should be the last of them. Hey, lady, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? My baby. Please, have some water. So she drinks her water. Debatable. Valarion looks like he's like John and Sarah's age, or like a college student at most. He looks very young. They see the giant tornado as the wind affects them too. A blue tornado? Jeez, a fire and a tornado in the same night? How unlucky! Excuse me, ma'am. What is Valarion's ability? He usually wears a crimson armor suit. Search ... John must have forced out Ember's real powers. Welcome, Pablo. Welcome. And once again, the fire is like ceasing, and the tornado is like overtaking like the area. John is literally just taking the damage from the tornado. Whoa, that's an insane fight. It's so windy. Hope we're safe up here. Look, Valarion is down there too.
He's so cool. And Valarion's literally just like, trying to stand against the wind. No way. That assassin had another ability up her sleeve? Does the other also have two? How is that possible? This is bad. We're drawing too much attention. We need to eliminate these two vigilantes quickly and get the hell out of here. The darkness creeps up John as he looks back at the guy. Side strike! So, yeah, and John just takes it. The armor. He's walking. Huh? Wait. I know who that is. And he starts floating. Sorry, he starts floating, not walking. Wait. I know who that is. And he launches towards the lady. That's not Valarion's relative at all. That's one of Spectre's top assets. John! Unordinary episode 377. Always bet on John. I don't think, okay, despite the name being Psy Strike Colton, I don't think it's necessarily a mental ability, because it's like, it seems to be more like a projectile type ability. Like you definitely could argue that this is a mental ability, but this doesn't seem to be like Professor X type, like, you know, mental attacks, or like Emma Frost mental attacks. This seems to be like an actual, like, kind of like explosion that occurs. So yeah, so like, okay, so it seems to be like creating like a concussive force that just kind of goes. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We've seen John copy a similar ability before. An ability like this, where it's not really like, you know, it's like, let's see. Where like it's just something that happens out of air, basically. Where is it? I think it's here. Now, granted, I do want to clarify. We've never really seen like how this works specifically. We've just kind of seen it happen. Abel's ability, explosion. We've literally just seen explosions happen. We don't know exactly how he does it specifically. But yeah, I think it's kind of like the way it seems. It looks more like it's just kind of like a force that gets like pulsed out, basically.
Damn, you guys are ass, bro. I want to read this fight again. I want to read what's coming up. Vaughn's? That's another great thought. I think he should be able to copy Vaughn. This is why I miss early Unordinary. Today, this girl probably would be colored in still because she's talking to someone important. But, like, she'd probably also just be a grayed out. But, like, this girl dropped an important major hint for, like, the characters to go off of to help find Sarah. And we never saw her again. And it's a shame. It's a damn shame. We're reading the fight again. We're reading it again. Yes. Okay, like, he's an important character in this instance, Colton. Calm down. Calm down, okay? Calm down. Calm down. We must have scanned the whole school by now, but she's nowhere to be found. We need to expand our search. Did anyone else find anything? Huh? He looks so goofy. Look at him. So goofy. ... The hell are you wearing? No way, man. I don't have time for a ranked match right now. Catch me later. I'm busy. ... Huh? ... Alright, asshole. You asked for it. Boom. Who the hell is this idiot? Randomly attacking me like this? Wait. Let me check something real quick. Let me check something. Let me just check something real quick, guys. This was a good episode. I liked this episode a lot. No, I didn't, it seems. Dang. Okay. Oh, well. It's fine. So, yeah. Hey, what's your current rank? What makes you think you can defeat me? ... Because I got the pew-pews! Pew-pew! Huh? I love this shot right here. No, question of the day. What are the levels for Cinder and the other Ember agent who we're calling Flint at the moment? Because obviously, like, you know, Solo had good names for their abilities. We had Cyclone as well as what was it? Psy Shot or Psy Shock? Psy Strike. So yeah, but I love this shot right here when, like, the missiles are coming and Ison just, like, because I literally picture it as Ison just, like, the explosion happening in an instant and Ison is just books it out of there. That won't work twice on me, stupid. No, Jordan. Ember agents are only god tiers. So I think Cinder is in the range of 6.6 to 6.8. That tornado was massive. For the other guy, for Flint, I'm thinking either like 6.1 or 6.3. I think he's stronger than Byron. He better be stronger than Byron, because Byron is ass. Anyway. Nice try, but you're not strong enough to beat me yet. Bro, I'm French. Colton, are you bringing more French people to my chat? I'm joking, Jordan. I'm joking. You're absolutely welcome. I'm sorry, Jordan. I'm sorry. Which part didn't you understand, Jordan? There's no point in continuing this fight. We both know I'm the clear winner. Okay. Here's what I want to know. Ison's ability was clearly active before this. Colton, I thought you were French. Colton, where are you from again? Lego. You took French for 6 years, and you only know a fair bit? I can't talk shit. I took French all 4 years of high school. I still can't have a conversation. Who's French? We had someone from France. Someone's from France. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, if Ison's ability was already active, so why did John take... John did not have to get hit here. John did not have to get hit. He could have avoided this. Why did you take the hit, John? There's no point in continuing this fight. Pat's also French. Oh my god. Yes, they did, Jordan. Well, one of them did. They acted the big blue tornado in front of John. You're not fast enough to keep up with me yet. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be getting back to my bit. Oh no! He's regenerating! An explosive ability with built-in heating? That doesn't make any sense! Looks like this match isn't over after all! I'm gonna get my shit rocked! I have to stop him before he fully recovers. Aiming for the heart. What the... Look at that. The rocket, the Hunter missile exploding rocket. Ugh. He's destroyed Ison! Nope, first time. Hey, what are you all standing here for? They're all... Leave it to Cecile to literally just be a bitch. They're all literally at the window. The hallway is completely open for her. They're not bothering anyone. Quit clogging up the hallway. Cecile, take a look. Ison's fighting some mystery guy. ... Ugh. Yeah, that's John, all right. Holy hell, what a monster. Wait, I can help. Ison did not deserve this. Yeah, Ison's been an ass a few times, but he did not deserve this. Damn. Holy shit, he's looking after us. And then he just runs away. So this is the power of the Shadow King. Incredible.
Oh, Cecile. Nah. Hold up. We're pausing still. Where is he? Bro fought Ison. Literally 2 days later, beat the shit out of Cecile. Oh my god. Wait, is it him again? Move, I want to see. Okay. See, these guys are kind of clogging up the hall. What's this fuss about? And once again, if he were here, if this were today, this guy would be great. Excuse me, coming through. Huh? What the? We saw one friend of Cecile, never saw him again. John, aren't you done yet? How far do you plan on taking this? That's enough. You've already won. I win when I say so. Are you kidding me, John? This is too much. You're crazy. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you listen when people tell you to stay away from someone, and that someone tells you to stay away from them. Terrific. Unconscious. Holy shit! He just took down Cecile like that! No way, there's another high tier in this school! What? What was that supposed to mean? He's not gonna come for us too, is he? Once again! If this were today, they would be grayed out. That's impossible. Arlo's undefeated. Besides, look at Joker's hit list so far. Bro, they thought. Bro. God, earlier Unordinary was okay. Let's do a quick head count. Actually, I want to check. Quick head count. So, fights Ison. We'll say 2 weeks later, a week or two later, fights Blake. 2 days later, fights Cecile. And then Arlo tries his bullshit apology. It's not working. Like a week later, fights Remy. Blake didn't figure it out until like well into everything, Colton. Yeah. I mean, if we're being real, Jordan, John was not it wasn't 200 episodes. No. It wasn't even 100 episodes. Was it? Oh no. So where is it? So okay. Is it this one? Okay. 264 officially is when John's ability stopped working. That's officially when it happened. Okay, but actually they all did technically get nerfed, and then John stayed nerfed. Okay, we're gonna say right here, is it here? Okay, 258, the dampener goes off. 258, the dampener goes off.
And then John and Sarah got their abilities, but they got their abilities from Doc, or half of their abilities back. Let's see. John gets his buff. Sarah got her ability back. And Sarah got her ability back at 324. John was back at full power. So it was like, what was the first count again? I forgot. It was definitely like over 50, it seems. Yeah. Yeah. So 58 at 58, and then okay. So yeah, it was a fair number of episodes, but not over 100. He was not nerfed for 200 episodes, not even 100 episodes. But yeah. All right. Okay. I think we're good on Unordinary for tonight. So we will go ahead and jump on over to some Jungle Juice. So question of the day for Unordinary is, what are Cinder and Flint's levels? So yeah. Last time on Jungle Juice, Suchan just doing shit. They tried to fight Breeder. Didn't go well. Do I think the Agwin squad is gonna... Okay, considering that Uru dropped the Agwin rankings, they might join the party. Not the main cast. They might join the main party. They might be on board for the cause. Especially with, like, the shit that Rain... Okay. Rain, Lena, what was his name? Jordan? It wasn't Jordan. What was his name? Jace. So Rain, Lena, Jace, and Grayson, they're definitely on board with the cause. Broven, Go, Random Girl, probably not. Yo, we need Broven's a bit. Oh, wait. Actually, let's go back a little bit more. Is that episode public now? Can we actually look at... no, I don't think it is. Unless... Oh my gosh, it is. Great. We could talk about this finally. Let's talk about this. Okay, so... What I definitely think is interesting is that Uru did also still include Rain, because obvious, but we have Rain, Arachnid, 5.1. She's a high tier. I had been fucking saying it for so fucking long. See ya, Solo. Broven, I don't know how... I feel like I preferred Broven with his old look, honestly. But 4.8, who knows what his ability is. Go, super strength. This girl... This adorable little thing, look at her. She thinks she's hot shit, bro. Nah, bro, you're ass. Jace, the Iron Knuckle. Lena, the Fleet Step. Grayson, still don't got his ability. Uru, just give Grayson something cool. Just give him something cool. That's all we need. And then we got 3 more. We have 3 more. But yeah. Okay. Maybe it's literally just because yeah. Rain, I hope you stay safe. I hope you. What do you mean he's a fraud, Jordan? This guy is strong as a strong. Okay, we don't know Broven's full on level. This guy. Okay. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna talk about this right now. This squad, if Rain had her ability, that'd actually be so cool. That would be so cool, Lego. Okay, but this squad right here, I think this squad right here has a much better chance to beat Wellston than this squad. Especially if it's a 3v1. Because based on what we saw, based on what we've seen, Go beats Holden. Because Holden ain't got shit. Like, Holden is a 4.0. I'm sorry, bro. Like, Ira really does not want you to have any sauce whatsoever. Okay, but boom. It's probably an even match between him and Zeke because both of them are 5.2. And Zeke, he's got the defense, but he has to swap between that and super strength. Whereas Go, he's got his super strength the whole time. So he could probably, because he might be tired somewhat from fighting Holden, Zeke might get the upper hand. There, and he might, Zeke might go down to Zeke after a good bit. But I'm telling you this right now, Go is going to wear Zeke down, and Go is going to get a fair bit of damage on Zeke. And that's when Broven comes up and knocks Zeke out easily. We saw Zeke struggle against Ison. We saw Zeke run away from Ison, who was 0.2 levels ahead of him. Broven takes Zeke out easily. Now, Broven, he's not beating Cecile. We know that for a fact. We know that he beats her. We know that he loses to her absolutely because we saw it ourselves. But it's not easy in the slightest for her. It's not easy in the slightest. She's worn out. She's tired. They're able to damage Cecile, obviously. Boom. They're done. But it was not easy for Cecile to do that. So Go is fresh off the boat. To fight Cecile. It's easy pickings. Where is it? The hell? So yeah. But Cecile, she's worn down. She's worn out from a fight. In comes Rain. And it's still going to be difficult. It's still going to be difficult for Rain to go up against Cecile. But Rain could clutch out a victory. I'm not saying it's going to happen 24/7. Okay. Out of 10 matches, Agwin could probably take 4 away from Wellston with this top 10. With this set of Royals and the current set of Royals at Wellston, Agwin can probably take it's not a 50-50 fight. It's not. But they could probably win 4 times out of 10. Now, if it's 3-on-3, that's when it becomes a much more different story. Because again, Go, he could take out Holden by himself. Go and Broven are taking on Zeke by themselves and wiping the floor with him. They are obliterating him. And then Rain can hold off Cecile for a bit. Rain doesn't have to worry too much about Cecile because Cecile is going to be paranoid. Cecile is going to have to focus on not only helping Zeke and Holden, but she has someone who's well within her range. We know that like levels that are close, it can be a toss up. When he was weaker than Blyke, Ison said, and we can take his word for it. We can take Ison's word for it. When they were 0.2 levels close to each other, it was a toss up between who would win, Ison or Blyke. So again, it's a toss up there too. Once Zeke Holden Go clears him. Broven and Go, they're taking Zeke out so quickly, and then it's a 3v1 on Cecile, and Cecile, she is holding down the fort. She is putting up a good fight. She's not making it. I would say 1v1s. Again, Agwin wins 4 out of 10 times. They have a 40% win rate against Wellston. She got a level. She got a level up, Jordan. We will go right back here. She got a level up. We know that, Colton. We don't have to state the obvious, man. Come on. But yeah. So, 1v1s, Agwin can win 4 out of 10 times. That's what I would say. 3v3, I think that's when it becomes a 50-50. Because the level discrepancy, because Agwin's levels are all fair. Their top 10 are all fairly evenly dispersed. There's not that level disparity between each rank like there is at Wellston anymore. Cecile is their only high tier. Agwin has almost 2 high tiers. Bro. Jordan, I'm telling you right now, John takes the entire Wellston, or the entire Agwin top 10 and no diffs. It's not a 1v6. It's a 1v10, and they're not touching him. Okay. The national average for this is from privateschoolreview.com. I don't know if that's a credible website. The average private school student size is 179 for 2026. Oh, interesting. What are the private schools with... The state with the largest average private high school student size is Louisiana with 314 students. The state with the smallest is Wyoming. Okay. Huh. Yes, absolutely, Colton. Absolutely. John is obliterating the entire... Pause. Pause, guys. Pause. Okay, Lego. Thank you for that. Okay, but this is John versus Agwin High. We know which one John is. But yeah, John. So like, yeah. Man. All right. We've talked about Unordinary enough. We can jump over to Jungle Juice now. So last time on Jungle Juice, yeah, Breeder showed up and it was bad news. South Korea, southern coast. Huh? What the? No ship is scheduled to arrive at this time. What's this smoke? Ah! What in the world? Damn, bro, my body is... I suppose this isn't too bad. I mean, it shouldn't be considered the effort. It shouldn't be considering the effort to invent this new type of jungle juice. Okay. Thanks to the sample of Junebug Gilbert created, it's now possible to produce random insect DNA even without killing them. Damn. Literally just became a termite or whatever the... Later, Pat. And they've become far more aggressive than before. There's no reason to keep hiding now. Go. Spread jungle juice across the country. I told you, Professor Ma, that I was going to show you the fruit of my research. I came back to Korea for 2 reasons. One is to take Sucheonjang, of course, but the other is to make your home country the first land occupied by the new mankind. We're gonna dominate the world soon. Long live Master Breeder! What? Ah! What's going on? That's not going to Look at the goat. None of you are leaving this place. Pet shop. Professor Ma knew that you were really going to push the outrageous plan to evolve all humans, and that you were going to start with South Korea. So we've also been preparing for this day to nullify all of your plans. Cinderella. Since it's now possible to mass produce Cinderella, we've modified tranquilizer guns to shoot the substance instead. Some may become human again, and some may experience side effects. But we should be able to incapacitate most enemies with this. Send all combatants to the port. We will take down Pet Shop. Let's go, Professor Ma. Once and for all. Jungle Juice. Cinderella is working! Keep firing! You cheap little... Dodge, you'll become human again if you get hit. Meat! What the hell? Red stag beetle. This stag beetle with an unusual color can only be found in Jeju Island in this country. Fruit beetle. This herbivorous insect is widely regarded as a pest. Your shots won't break through our exoskeletons with those puny little shots. We're going to kill you all, you trashy weaklings! for softer spots. Don't waste your ammo. Ugh. Look at him. Look at the goat. Amazing. Please neutralize as many enemies as possible. As for the specimens that Cinderella doesn't work on, let members of Propolis handle them. Report the situation. Don't tell me you're slacking. Don't tell me you're slacking. Don't worry, J-Song. We won't let anyone head to the city. Ara has the beaches under control. Ara the goat. And all flying squadrons have been dispatched as well. Nobody can enter or exit our immediate surroundings as of this point. My subjects are unable to leave the port. It seems that you really came prepared this time. However, yeah, we know. Ah! Somebody help! What? Someone swooped down from the skies. Suchan's wings? Wait. They're a little different. What is that? Ah! Pet Shop's aircraft weapon, Drowner. Complex Japanese demoiselle? The Japanese demoiselle is a predator flying insect in the order Odonata, which travels between the waters and sky freely to hunt. It's coming down for allies on the ground again. Shoot it down! Ah! It hurts. It feels like my body. The Vinegaroon. I got them. 2 for 2. Pet Shop anti-aircraft weapon. Cobra. Complex Vinegaroon. Fires acidic substance from its tail to attack its enemies. Damn it, what is that thing? It's running all over the place. And messing up our formation. 10 points to Pet Shop. 10 points to Pen Shoppendor. Boy, you ugly. Pet Shop's charger weapon, Luigi. Complex Oriental long-headed grasshopper. This insect is able to glide through a long distance using its long legs. Success with hecatonicries research encouraged me to use the power of the blue amber on more specimens. As a result, these guys are dead. No, they're not. I was able to mass produce insect humans as powerful as the predators. I should give my new creation a proper name, though. Let's see. No, Ara. There were beasts that valiantly fought against the gods in the war to decide the fate of the world in Greek mythology. I shall call them the beast of Titanomachy. You're about to experience a one-sided massacre. You don't have what it takes to stop my grand plan. Now, defense mechanism of earthworm. That's his for earthworm track. This is such a risky tactic. We're lucky they fell for it and came to the beach. Think more carefully next time, Four Eyes. Earthworm. Golden Tomb. That was close. I can't smell Hecaton anymore. Did something happen? Bro, what the fuck? Are they trying to be like us? You just got me fired up with that. Oh, look at them all. Reinforcements arrived, motherfuckers. Doa Chon and Ju Yong Lee. So even they are here. Which means... There you are. Of course you're also here. Look at him! Su Shanjiang. Yep. Fun fact with an entomologist, Japanese demoiselles are damselflies. the more evolved cousin of dragonflies. They got upgrades with more wing muscle to fly backwards. Vinegaroons, my pets, I have 2. They are not a real scorpion. No stinger, but they got a lot of vinegar to spray in the eyes of their enemies. Oriental long-headed grasshoppers are spooky silent jumpers and can't make any noise at all. Their legs are spring-loaded and so powerful they can't jump for 2 weeks after molting. Dang. Bro. Look at my goat. I really wish we could have got proper propolis outfits for them all. But yeah. Good episode tonight. Good episode. So, I think that will be it for today. Question of the day for Jungle Juice. When's Mihui showing up? Yeah. So, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And yeah. Thank you everyone for stopping by, and as always, see you, Space Cowboy.